DJ Longhair here in the house. Our guest is actually at work, so he's going to be floating in and flickering, perhaps. We will find out as the show progresses. Today's going to be a weird show and a very interesting, I hope. As our friend today, he's going by Ed Note. He uses different pen names and it's been around the RPG world for a minute. And honestly, he's just a cool dude. So why not interview it? Dan, how you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
And hello.
Cheers. Lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
Enjoying tonight. Hello and cheers. Yes.
Yes, I got my last purple drink. I am.
Night. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I love chaos sometimes. So we'll see what happens. I'll let them know we're live. We are live. Okay. So yes, an interesting cat. He also works in audio video. So we randomly ran into him at the Magic Con and just had some good convos. And he's well, tell it like it is, an interesting guy. Hopefully he'll be joining us soon. Yeah. So there he is. Hey, bud.
Scary.
Are you
What's
scared?
happening?
Hey, what's up, man?
No.
Hey,
It's just
how
scary
you
to
doing?
come in and have somebody go, there he is. I'm like,
Oh,
wait,
yeah. You're like, I don't know you, money.
looking
What?
for me. It's not me, I promise.
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
you
you're
know
good.
that I have that same exact feeling when I go to the bar.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Like I go walk by the artist and they're like, "Oh, there's that damn squirrel guy again."
Damn squirrel. Usually they just say,
Yeah.
there's that damn squirrely guy.
Yeah. Well, I don't move that fast. I'm big, so.
So,
So,
I'm
Ed
sorry
Note.
I'm on the phone. I hope
Yeah.
that's okay. I hope it's coming through.
Oh yeah. Did you want to show you where you're at,
Oh,
or are you
beautiful.
able to disclose that, or?
Well, I can do that.
Yeah,
Matter
okay.
of fact, what I'll do, if I can figure out how to turn my camera around.
I think you'd have to physically turn it, and it might
I'm
adjust.
I'm just going to turn this around.
Oh yeah, there you
What
go.
we're doing is we're getting ready for EDC. Okay,
Nice.
so this is where the partying is going to happen, and where the rides to the EDC are. I'm going to
Nice.
be kind of quick because they're
Yeah.
going to start shortly, but I really want to show you inside too. They've
Oh, hell
taken
yeah.
over the entire casino. What is this? So it's a resort.
A resort.
Okay.
Okay.
They took over the entire resort,
Nice.
and they're going to be partying here shortly. And
Nice.
we're going to come inside real quick, and then I'll go back out to where I was, where you'll be able to hear me.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
Right now, it's just a lot of workers, just a few of the people from the show that are going to go out there.
Nice.
We're in hot Las Vegas. You know how it is. This is the thing we're getting ready for. It's one and only is the people who do all of the rides and stuff to and from EDC, and they do
Nice.
a lot of outside partying, things of that nature.
That's cool.
Basically, that's where I am.
Hmm.
To set this up, they want a little bit of creative input, I guess. You know, thank you. And as a world builder, I figured I could
Yes.
at least build a little party spot.
Yeah, that's cool. So you set up like the vendor area, pretty much, like because that's all like
Well-
tattoos and stuff.
Yeah, that's the vendor areas out here, and they're going to do a big party. The spot that has the white drapes
Okay.
is this right here. This is going to be like their lounge area.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so it's going to be cool. You know, it's an
yeah.
all day, all weekend thing.
Oh,
Go
nice.
back in here where I'm a little out of the sun and a little out of some of the craziness.
Yeah.
Even though craziness seems to follow me.
And I attract craziness, so that works.
Well, in my opinion, crazy
Yeah,
is subjective. You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's in how you see things. I had a discussion with somebody just a few minutes ago. She
Yeah.
was talking about the past, and I let her talk for a few minutes, and I went, "So that's your memory, right?" And she went,
Hmm.
"What?" I said, "Well, that's all the past is your memory, you
Yeah,
know, and you don't know that it's really what happened the way you remember it, and there's no way of
exactly.
proving it. There's
E-
zero way of proving that what you think your past is really what happened. you know,
Exactly, and it's all subjective. I hope you like that we called you a transdimensional wizard. So you're used to phasing in and out of realities and doing your things. So I totally get it.
reality is a concept.
Yes, yes,
It's a concept I choose not to live in.
yeah,
Right. So
yeah. So,
I'll be back in a minute.
oh, okay, no worries.
Huh? I've been here all day though. You know,
That our friend is
right.
Mr. Ed Note. He
Ed
is
Note.
a world builder, a writer of graphic novels.
Ugh.
One being Highway 420.
Yeah, what's that about?
It's Tales from Highway 420.
Tails. Okay.
Right. And what I do every year, I'll do a calendar,
Okay.
and every month has a different graphic panel, like a comic book.
Yeah.
And this year, I wish I had brought one with me. This year, I did the history of Las Vegas,
Oh, neat. Okay.
and I did it from the perspective of 420.
Nice.
But all of the information is right on. The names, the dates, things of that nature. But I
Hmm.
just changed the reasoning for some of the stuff. You know,
Nice.
like but if you get a calendar, if you see the calendar, it's Tales from Highway 420, and it will tell you the history of Las Vegas up to the 20s, when the sheriff at the time was Samuel Gay, and
Huh.
he said, look, the mafia is moving in. He said all these gangsters are moving in. The only way we can protect the community is if we learn how to use a machine gun. He says, I'm not going to do that, so I quit.
Yeah. Damn.
So I stopped this year's calendar.
Nice. That's cool though. I saw that you had the tails. What was another one, Dan?
Oh, you had quite a few on your website that we saw. You had a couple of them that I found pretty interesting. I was a big fan of the Tales from the 420 stuff that you got, but you had
Oh,
Before
cool.
Christmas. I
I
like
have
the
two
art
weeks
on that
before
one.
Christmas.
2 weeks before
Yeah,
Christmas.
that's a graphic novel about Santa's lament, the things that Santa went through preparing to go on his annual journey to deliver happiness and presents. And I
Nice.
think the main thing, man, that I want to put across in these, especially the 2 weeks before Christmas, is just to persevere. It does not
Mm.
matter what the elements are. Doesn't matter what things stand in your way. Just stay positive, keep moving forward, and it'll always work out. Because I believe that we create our own obstacles. We tell
Mm.
ourselves we can't, and you know that's going to be difficult. That's hard, or I'm not able to. And those are the things. Those are our self-made roadblocks. You know, and
Yeah.
so basically, 2 weeks before Christmas, he's got sick reindeer. He's got a sled that breaks down. He loses his list of good and bad guys. But he still hangs on. And then
Mm.
at the end, of course, he makes the journey, just like
Mm.
us. If we
Mm.
hang on, because it's about the journey, it's not about the destination. You know, we all know what this physical destination, but it's about the what are we doing? What are we doing at this moment in our journey? And I
Mm.
think that's what it's about.
Yeah.
I have another one called Forever, and it's about a princess who is immortal, and
Mm.
she
Is
know,
this the Forever Saga, or is that a different one?
right? And it only got 2 parts out right now.
Huh.
I have Life is But a Dream and The Return of the King.
Huh. Okay.
And again, she's on a mission, to find the nemesis, to find the black box. But in
Nice.
the meantime, her whole thing is about helping the downtrodden, fixing what can be fixed with what we have. And so that's what the Forever Saga is about. And I've done a lot of things. My brother and I did a comic strip back in, sorry, it was my 2-minute warning. Back in the 70s.
Okay.
And it was a comic strip. And back then they would pay you 35 to $1.25 a column inch. And most comic strips were 4 column inches, 3 to 4 column inches.
Right.
So well, we got involved with a publisher out of Atlanta, and I believe it was called Coloris Publications.
Huh.
And they sold it from us.
Oh.
And it took me years to get the copyrights back. And when I finally did, and the name of it was Max Bayo, Byline Max Bayo. And it was about an action reporter, and his sidekick, who was this taxi cab driver chick, And we lost it. It took years to get it back. If you watch Indiana Jones, the first Indiana Jones movie, that's the story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I'm not saying they stole the story, but I'm saying it's pretty doggone close to the one that, but, and that's okay. I don't care. It's all about sharing. It's all about seeing.
Next time you run into George Lucas and Steven Spielberg in a bar, don't tell them your ideas.
Right. And that's exactly right. And what brought a lot of things this up was the Gary Gygax thing, right?
Oh, yeah. We wanted to hear about that. Yeah.
I want to believe that I was in New Orleans at the time, and it was during the 80s, probably towards the end of the 80s, and he was out promoting his stuff to do movies or something. And it was probably on his way to Hollywood. I don't really remember this. I just remember we talked, and there was a bunch of us hanging out. And I found it really interesting, the whole Dungeons and Dragons thing. And I had created my own role-playing game at the time called Alouette. It's the Soya, Lands of Enchantment, Dangers, and Demigods. And my thing was just about play. It's like cowboys and Indians. When we were growing up, you go out and you grab a stick, and you run around and you have fun. Well, the
long sticks are swords, short sticks are guns, and if you get one of those fancy sticks, you can have yourself a Tommy gun. And don't forget, we got pine cones. Those are grenades.
Right, of course. And so that's where I came from. My thing was about playing. Hold on, somebody just sprayed something. Oh my goodness, I have to move. No, you're choking. They don't realize I'm on the air or whatever. Anyway, so when we were talking in New Orleans, I talked about my game scenarios, and my game has a chronomancer in it, which is a time wizard basically. And shortly thereafter, I noticed that it was either TSR or when Wizards became, the actual owner of their franchises.
Yeah.
But then I started noticing that they started including time spells, like haste and slow motion and things of that nature. And I said, well, that's pretty cool. So I wrote them a letter talking about it, which of course I got no response. So I wrote to their magazine. I guess it was
Scry?
I think it might have been called Dungeon Magazine at the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wrote to them, didn't hear anything back. But it doesn't matter. I like the concept. And in my realm, which is he's actually able to manipulate time to his advantage. And my main character, His name is Canton Moan. All right,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a thief. All right, but he
Mm.
runs into this clock in the swamp, in the Devil's Swamp,
Mm.
and he's trying to hide from the witches and shit. And he runs into this clock, and the clock says, "Look, man, I just need some help," you know, and he grants him chronomancy, which is the ability to do whatever he wants with time. All right. Now, the interesting thing behind that in my game scenario, my realm, is we have 13 months, and each month is 28 days, and then there's a time called fodder days. Okay, so anybody that messes with time, in order for it to all work out, fodder days comes into the play, and that balances the year out before the next calendar round, for the next lunar, cycle and things of that nature. And fodder days basically is just party, just do whatever you want to do. It's got perfect weather, nothing counts, and so, but I liked it. And I thought Gygax and his little crew were really interesting folks,
Yeah.
He was a super cool dude,
Right.
and I wish I could say, well, it was January the 14th. I can't do any of that. All I remember is that it happened, and it was like really light, because that shit happens to me all the time,
Yeah.
I'm from New Orleans, kind of. I call New Orleans my home.
Knowledge. Nice.
New Orleans, child, right? And like, here's an example of things that just happened. It's pouring down rain in New Orleans. When it rains, it just goes stupid, Yeah. So I'm standing in a doorway in the back of some apartment building, and Joan Baez walks out the door, and I hope you know who Joan Baez is.
For those people who are young in our chat, Joan Baez was a beautiful singer back in the late 60s, early 70s.
Oh.
And she's still singing.
I believe she performed at Woodstock.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so she comes out the door, and it's pouring down rain. So she's standing next to me, and I look at her, and I smile, and I went, "Hey, you want to get high?" So we sat there.
Nice.
Smoked a doobie, and we hung out. And so she gives me a pass. She was playing on the riverboat, and so she gives me a pass to go see her on the riverboat. She writes it on a napkin. All right. And I'm going,
Nice.
Oh, this is cool. So I go through this mental thing of, what do? Do I hold the napkin because now I got this note from Joan Baez, or do I take it to the riverboat and see her perform? Well, it didn't matter because it was pouring down rain. I put it in my top pocket. By the time I got anywhere away, it was soaked and you couldn't read it anyway. So it was like, oh, well, fuck.
Yeah.
There I go again.
Yeah, that's funny. I had things like that where my cell phone at the time, I had like Sprint or whatever when they had their network just coming into San Diego. And I had managed, because I work at Radio Shack dealing with parts and all that fun stuff, right? I ran into some AV guys, and one of the audio guys said, "Yeah, I work for What's It. I'll call you, leave you a message, and I'll tell you where to report." And of course, couldn't afford my bill, so never got the message. And I could have worked for a Rolling Stones, and I'm like, damn it.
We did a Rolling Stones concert in New Orleans, and to the best of my knowledge, it was the largest indoor concert to history. It was like 80,000 people or something inside.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, was he? Oh, yeah. No, I hear you, Caustic. They're talking about Gary Gygax. Play Nice said he did more harm than good, and then Caustic says, I disagree wholeheartedly. Gary Gygax was a cancel culture target. Interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. I can't see any of your comments or anything.
Yeah, sure. That was DJ Play Nice, or Caustic just said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll love
I
Caustic.
Totally agree that the man was a creative artist. You know what I mean?
Right.
He had a concept. He had an idea. He was a role player. And he moved when I don't remember their names. There was like some brothers or something,
Okay.
believe that they slowly bought out stock or whatever in TSR,
Oh,
and ended up just kicking Gygax out. You know, I think there was a
yeah.
lot of legal stuff that happened with that. But
Well,
I don't
I'll
know.
tell you
That's
what. When Wizards of the Coast got a hold of TSR and they ruined Dungeons and Dragons for me, I won't play D&D if it's any book that's newer than 3.5, uh, because
right.
of which.
Mm.
Well,
Well.
you know, and I never really. I love role playing.
Mm.
I think it's a creative way of expression. I believe that if you take it to the right limit, you can write amazing things just out of your role play.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I believe, and that's where a lot of my. I have a book that I'm writing now called The Gathering, and with my game, I started my role playing game Alouette in the mid '80s,
Mm.
and my game is a history, okay, and everybody that plays is part of that history. So if you go into one of the dungeons or whatever, and you go through it with your crew, and you tear stuff up and you kill things and you drop a sword in a bag, and you go and you keep going. In 8 months from now, another crew goes through that same place. They're going to find what you left. They're not
Mm.
going to find the way it was drawn up. You know, if you
Mm.
blow up a wall, then that wall's not there anymore. And that's the way I like to do it. And so I've taken that history and the notes and all of the stuff that I created, and I'm now doing this book called The Gathering, and
Mm.
it's a conspiracy. You know,
Mm.
there's a couple of high level bad guys, and the Gathering is basically there's a wizards coalition has been formed because the arms of God believe that magic is of the devil, and so they're out purging the worlds of all magic. And so the Wizards Coalition gets together and said, well, we need to figure out what to do. And so they're gathering everybody that has anything to do with magic in one place for 3 days.
Mm.
And it was supposed to be this big secret meeting. Well, it didn't turn out to be so secret. And so the bad guys get hip to it. And so a conspiracy creates to where they're going
Mm.
to trap them they're going to be on a dimensional rift. And they're going to
Oh,
trap
okay.
them in a dimensional rift in a time loop to where they think that they're there for just 3 days. But it's
Hmm.
those 3 days are going to continue to repeat and repeat. Now, this guy Canton Moan, who's the only one that can fix it, has been has been cast to Earth without any memory. Okay, and some other characters who can help him were also cast to Earth without any memory. And so the
Oh
story
God,
basically is about
Ed,
them.
you'll love this. You'll love this. Caustic's being caustic, and he says sounds like Project 2025.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Are you out? All right, man. Thanks for all your help here. All right, I'm sorry I didn't help. I'm kind of all right, Coco. All right, will do. Thank you, man. Sorry
Oh,
about that.
some political thing. But anyway, it's all good.
Oh, so
I don't see the
Costa is saying,
relation.
I don't
Yeah.
know what 2025 project. What is it?
It's some big oh God, Dan can kind of explain it, but yeah, I don't think it relates, but it was just kind of funny. That's all. Dan, if you want to just give him a real quick summary of Project 2025.
Oh yeah. So Project 2025.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Pretty much, it's a political initiative that was passed by the Heritage Foundation with the goal of reshaping the U.S. Federal government by consolidating executive power in favor of other politicians and their politics. And it was very decisive. It was a 900-page document.
Is that something recent? Because it sounds like
It was passed in 2023. Pretty much, they were looking to cement a libertarian movement in the government, specifically targeting the executive branch to align with political policies and goals at the time.
No wonder I don't know anything about it. I really, to me, it doesn't. All that shit just doesn't matter. It's just a. It's just a. It's just a. Yeah.
It was very decisive at the time. A lot of people still bring it up because there are people who see it going on with the right right now, and so I mean, if you follow politics, it's just it's an interesting talking point. Um,
I don't think it relates, but it was just kind of funny. That's all.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good story. What's happening is it's.
Oh, TCG dude's all about the wizard loop. Let's go. Nice. Thank you for the $2 super chat, my friend.
The
Hell
wizard
yeah.
loop. Oh.
Oh yeah, from earlier. Yeah, that was before we talked about the thing.
The thing. It's all good, man. It's all good. Well, to me, it's all a fantasy,
Right,
and
right.
role playing, and I wanted to create a game that would allow people to understand camaraderie, would understand conflict resolution, how to pay attention to their environment around them, because it's about clue retention. It's about and the thing that got me about D&D was the THACA, okay, to reach armor class 0. To me, that didn't make sense, because I'm thinking of, if I have 0 armor class, then that means that I'm very vulnerable. I can be hurt because I'm like naked. So my thing was, the more clothes, the more armor you put on, the more protection you have, which just makes sense to me,
Yeah.
So if I put on like 10 armor class and you hit me with a +5 sword, it ain't gonna do any damage, because you only hit me with 5. Of course, you got the strength, and you've got weapons dexterity. All those things come into play, but the general concept was, pick up a stick, pick up a acorn, a pine cone, whatever, and just have fun. It should be about fun. It shouldn't be about mechanics and things of that nature, And
Interesting.
also, I wanted to make sure that I have a great imagination, and if it was just you and me sitting at a table, and I'm running the game, and I can do anything I want because I'm running the game, I can always come up with a counter to what your move is, and I didn't think that was fair, So I made sure that everything was created in advance, my moves, my ideas, and so that you could beat me. It's like a game of chess, man. If you're better than me, you deserve to win. That's just the way it is, And so that's the way Alouette was set up. It's the way it's played. It's still being played across the country and in a couple of places. But it's a private thing. It's like invitation only. There's only a few people that do it, because I ran it for years and years. And a lot of people told me, well, there's no way we can match what you do. And I think you can. I think you can do anything if you just want to. So. But it's still there. It's still happening, and I've had a lot of people tell me I should, put it into a online game.
Yeah.
I don't know how all that works. I'm not an online guy.
Well, you can easily find somebody at one of the cons. I mean, you do attend MagicCon and several of the other cons, so I'm assuming that you talking to the right person, you'd be able to find that. Now, I am very interested in one of your games that you've made, Allotted.
Alouette.
Okay. Sorry.
Alouette.
I spent I've been trying to find it because you mentioned it and in your bio, and I couldn't find any information about it. Can you tell us about the game?
Well, the game is, I can. It started. See, like I said, I do graphic novels. I wrote a graphic novel called Asoya. And Asoya was about this kingdom. The king wanted a son for an heir, and he couldn't get one, but eventually had a daughter, and he's like, so he gives the daughter to a wizard to raise, and the wizard raised her until she's old enough to take over. Now, at the inauguration, he takes off his girth of immortality to give to her so that she can now take over the kingdom. And the wizard who raised her pops in on this three-headed creature and snatches the girth of immortality and points at her and goes, you should come with me because, I've taught you everything.
You're a gangster.
Yeah, that's it. You should come with me because I taught you everything. I'm completely surrounded by crazy people. It's wonderful. So I'm taking my lunch break to be on the air with you guys.
Hey, thank you. We appreciate it.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Is that one of your sound guys?
No, he's one of the big cheese guys.
Oh, okay.
Man, this guy, dude, top tier hire, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
All right, I'll give you that $20 later, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So anyway,
hey, what's up, Spence? Yeah.
So the wizard comes. He snatches the girth of immortality. I'm going to try to shorten the story a little bit. He goes off to his dimension, which is several dimensions away from Earth, and the quest now becomes the Asoya must go get the girth back before her dad dies of old age. Because now he doesn't have the girth of immortality.
Right.
The team of elders say, well, you can't go by yourself. You're a woman, and they're all about, and so she goes, well, whatever. And so they take 2 suitors to send with her. Now there's this dude named Raymond Exclatius Dolvine. He's a little magic user, floats around on a pillow playing saxophone, does tricks. He laughs at him and goes, you know what? They're suitors. They're going to kill each other. So only one of them can come back and marry her, right? Yeah. And they went, oh, shit, right. So they tell him he's got to go with them. He goes, no, I don't want to go. But he ends up having to go because they demand it. It's the kingdom. So he goes. And meanwhile, they curse the 2 suitors to make sure they help and not try to kill each other. So that one of them slowly turns into a pig and the other one slowly turns into a frog in the same time that the king is dying of old age. So they go through all these dimensions, and the whole story is about the dimension travels, right? Well, in the end, they come back with the girth because Dolvine saves the day. Basically, they come back with the girth, and they get there just in time. And then the wizard pops back in, and he says, "You know what? You satisfied the last test." And that was if you could be, swayed by power. Because the whole time he's going, look, just come live with me, man. We'll run everything, because we'll be powerful. And she wouldn't do it. So at the end, he comes back. He says, you passed the final test. You couldn't be swayed by power. Everything was groovy. So that was the Asoya.
Nice.
So that story got lost in Katrina. And so... But my game came from when Dolvine took some of his friends and they went to the dimension that was as close to Earth as possible, which my game is centered on. And they go there and they start questing. And while they're questing, they're writing all these places that they've been, they're making a map. And so they hang out at night and they go, okay, where are we on this map world that you've created? So that dimension becomes known as the map world. So my game is centered on the map world. The map world is one of multiple dimensions, including a crossover dimension for D&D. Because I had a lot of players I want to play, but I have this character. So I did crossover charts to take their character from D&D into my game, and I call the D&D realm Calum. So we got Calum, we've got Earth, we've got the map world. And so basically, I started the game there. I wanted it to be fair. So Dolvine, I played Dolvine. I had people run my game so that I could build my characters up, my NPCs, logically and realistically, you know. And so my game is based on that. I also didn't like the THACO idea because I wanted it to make sense to me. You are naked, you have 0 armor class. You put on a t-shirt, you got 1. You put on chainmail, you got 10. You know, that kind of thing.
I
So-
just posted just real quick at Ed. It really is interested in this game, and I just posted the site for some of your graphic novels. Hopefully, they'll go over there and click. It's an older website, but it does check out.
It's all because I didn't know what I was doing when I created it.
Yeah.
And so my game is made with, instead of dice, I use playing cards.
Oh, okay.
Right? So we have high card, low card. Really
Mhm.
simple. You know, and the advantage is to the player because 7 and up is a high card. So 2
Okay.
through 6 is your low card. So that's your disadvantage. Now you also have your attributes that add or subtract from the card. You know,
Okay.
and when you design your character, you come up with like weapons dexterity, duck and dodge, you know, things of that nature. And so basically you have that, you pull a card, I pull a card, you swing, I block. Okay, you pull a
Yeah.
card, you pull a 10. I pull a card and I pull a 10. So you look at your weapons dexterity. If it's a +1, now your 10 is a jack or an 11. And,
Okay.
and my duck and dodge is 0, then I'm still at the 10. So you hit. You know, and
I see.
that's the way it runs. It's really
Oh,
quick,
okay.
really simple. I like
And
doing
just a deck of cards. That's cool. It's
just a playing
someone's
deck
got
of
it.
cards.
Yeah, that's
Right.
cool. Oh,
So you
yeah.
can basically play anywhere. You need a deck of cards and your imagination, you know.
Huh.
And it's
That's
always
cool.
good to
Yeah.
have some. It's always good to have some paper and to make your notes. To have your character written up. And things
Would
of
they be
that.
making Ed notes though? Hey.
Yes, you got it. That's really funny. I did Ed note. It's my nom de plume for
Yeah.
my apologetics. If you go
Okay.
on the website, you'll see For What It's Worth, and those are some of my writings. I've written for Vegas Cannabis Magazine.
Oh, nice.
I've done a lot of stuff for personal people. You know, like
Yeah.
I did a lot of scripts for like, you got in just in time. You know, make sure you buy our bullshit. And
Yeah.
you know, I wrote a lot of those kind of scripts and stuff.
Well, if you do run across any of your old copies of your game, we have a lot of people interested here for you, bud. So
Well,
if you
I
get
have
the
a-
backup,
I absolutely would.
yeah.
I have a lot of the scenarios.
Okay.
I have a lot of drawings, and because a lot of it was just sitting down and I would draw like the monster that you saw, or I would,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I would draw the maze or the keep and things of that nature. So I have a lot of those drawings. I've lost a lot of them over time, you know, and I haven't run the game in years. I would love to. I started at one time. We were going to do a thing where people were going to get online and we were going to run for like an hour online. But it was the people that were involved were also people that were part of a creative writing course that I did.
Oh, okay.
And so they weren't real into it.
Mm.
And I used the game for the creative writing course because you had to write a scenario or a brief synopsis of what your character did in order to get experience points, you know, because I would look at it and you go, and I would have people do stuff like, well, I ran down the hall and I saw some traps. Later on, those same people would write, I checked out the hall and scanned for traps and noticed that it wasn't safe. And, you know, so their writing skills would be better.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to do. Would I run it again? I would love to. You know, I would love to get a bunch of people together and run the game.
Well, I mean, map out. I personally am not a RPG head. I'm more of a visual head, as I told you before. But I have a lot of people that do like D&D and love to try something different. Especially with all that's going down with D&D now. But you know, we'll definitely be in contact. moving forward because
Would definitely
okay.
love to play it. Maybe if
Yeah.
we got a copy of it or some of the campaign information, we'd definitely like to take it, modify it, or play it in its form, maybe on the channel.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be cool. That'd be
yeah,
cool. Well,
yeah.
what I will do, and here's the way I lose stuff like my chronomancer, my time wizard.
Yeah.
I am more than welcome or more than open to sending you some charts so that you
Okay.
can see what it would take to build a character.
Huh.
Uh,
Interesting. Okay.
I also redid. I had people that played D&D for so long, they would come into my game and they go, "Oh, it's a beholder." Well, on page number 47, chapter 8, this is the way you killed it. So I say, "Well, look, you're not on that dimension anymore. You know,
Yeah.
that's not the way it works."
Yeah.
And so I had to do that with the spells and everything. So I pretty much rewrote almost everything, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I still have a lot.
if you get one down, I'll be in contact with you later. You can actually there's a document thing on Google, so
Yeah.
if you want to share that out, you can, and I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty easy.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that way we can maybe get you a game group or whatever when you're not working EDC or whatever.
You know,
You know
first of all, my mother said not to use four-letter words.
the
WORK. Yeah, that's
yeah
four-letter.
work right. It's not work. If it's work, you're not doing it right,
Right.
right?
We call it procrastination for a reason.
Yes,
It is the
yes,
place where I live, the nation of
yes.
procrastination.
Right, there you go. Well, I've been a procrast more than once in my life. The
That's right.
let me tell you.
Although, oh wait, real quick, Ed. Caustics did say earlier that Ed note for Congress, so you have a vote there.
You know what? It doesn't matter who's in there. They're all the same monster with a different head.
Exactly.
You know, I think this whole thing with you know who and the chick.
Yeah.
I believe that this whole thing was about divide and conquer. You know, it's,
It
Oh yeah,
always
for
is.
sure.
Always
I
is.
did a show for Elon Musk in Utah a
Yeah.
year or so ago, and we were the boneyard was a mile and a half from the show because they didn't want any of us to be seen.
Huh.
So the Elon Musk's people. So
Huh.
at one point, this guy we weren't supposed to take pictures or anything. One of my crew took some pictures of the boneyard. Well, within 15 minutes of him sending it to his girlfriend, two black SUVs came and just took him away.
Oh
Okay?
wow.
Yeah, scary shit. So
Yeah.
somebody finally came to me and said, what's really going on?" I said, "Man, they're plotting against the humans. Leave us alone." But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, there's a movie I just saw, something about a taco, something. I'll have to find it and send it to you, or whatever. It was interesting because basically it's brothers of spaz, but spaz for reason.
ah,
You know, like totally mentally, like all the stuff he's coming up with. You're like, what, dude? What? Yeah, it was fun. It was very fun.
like that. Yeah, I met. I wasn't supposed to meet anybody, but since I was
Yeah,
I went to make sure we had everything cleaned up and
yeah.
stretched and everything. And I ran around the corner and I bumped into. I won't say his name because we weren't supposed to meet him, but I bumped into somebody who was a pretty famous movie star, and I just backed up and I said, I almost knocked him down. I went, "Oh man, I'm sorry." And I went to walk away. He went, "Wait, stop. What do you mean I'm sorry?" And I turned around and said, "Wait. Am I supposed to grovel and beg for forgiveness?" And he laughed and goes, "No, man." He said, "You treat me like a human." He gave me a hug and told me,
Oh,
you know, thank. So, you know, not everybody's plotting against the humans.
that's right. That's right. Oh man. So is the show starting now or?
Listen, you know what, man? I'm getting looks like, you know, what are you doing? What do we do next?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
huh? What? See? See what I'm saying?
yeah. They're trying to use that W word on you. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, get back to W. You're like,
I'm going to
what's
come
that?
over here and find out what have I done wrong now. This is one of the wonderful workers we have.
Thank you for being a wonderful worker.
He's one of the best. He is one of the
Hell yeah.
best. So anyway, it's coming together.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm probably going to get back into the flow.
All right.
That's, but I'm here. If you got some questions, if there's something
Sure.
else, you know, I know you got some people. I don't know how many people you got on,
Yeah.
but if somebody's got a question, holler at me real quick because I'm in. I don't.
All right. Any questions from chat, real quick? Oh, hey, there's Mama Squirrel, and I could tell she's eyeing in on your owl again because that necklace is awesome. Yeah, you remember, babe? Hell yeah. Genesis, what's up, man? Yeah. Any questions for Ed? No. While we still have him, he's got to run back to work.
I don't got to. I don't got to do anything but die.
That's right.
I decided I got 40 years.
Yes, and Hayley just says yes. She loves the owl. Yes,
Oh,
and comment about EDC. I used to go in the 2000s. It's been a long time though. Oh yeah, yeah. I would love to go to one. I told you what happened to the one that we actually bought in on. Right? It was EDC, and it was I forget. It was like 2000. I don't know, 7 or 8 or something. Or no, before that. Before that, yeah, just before that. I went with a girlfriend at the time, and we tried to get EDC tickets. Well, turned out where they were going to film at was an Indian shaman died.
Ooh.
So what happened is they just said, "Oh, well, go to these clubs instead." So we got to go and check out the Rundown Roxy. That was fun. It's like there's no security around any of the spots. Like you're lucky to see a sign. I know you've been, so you know what's up.
Yeah.
That it hasn't changed since the '60s, I don't think.
Well, it's probably become a whole lot more corporate.
Well, they're trying, but they haven't done anything with the building.
I remember the first Burning Man. Just a whole bunch of crazy people out in the middle.
Yeah.
Now it costs $1,000 to go there.
Yeah, yeah. We have a good question for you, but just to finish the story, what happened is we just ended up getting discounts for all these clubs, so we still had to pay like something at the door. I mean, for me though, I got to see Mixmaster Mike of Beastie Boys spin some hardcore or what they call hardstyle. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. But we do have a question for you coming from Genesis Nightmare. Do you have any guiding principles for an aspiring world builder? I'm technically writing a book at the moment.
Guiding principles for world building. Yes. Look at what's around you and think, how is this not working for me? And then what would you do different? What would you, if you were the creator, which you are, what would you do different? How would you make it so that the inhabitants of your world are understood? And, first of all, I believe that home is where they understand you. It's not a building. It's not, So I think it's important to realize that there are various cultures. There are various types of people in your world. But your world has to be of a nature that will accept and include them. And don't worry about it building. It will build itself. Just think of what your theme is. What is your main goal? What's your core character? I guess is the best way of putting it. Did I lose y'all?
You're still here, but your video cut out. Here. Yeah. Yeah, we still hear you. Can you hear us? Oh, there you go. Probably internet.
Oh, you can still hear me, but you can't see me, right?
Yeah, you can still hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's okay. There we go. All right, so
there you go.
My thing is, and I've built several worlds, for lack of a better way of putting it. But basically, all it is a theme to surround your story. That is your work. Find your story, find the heart of your story, find your protagonist, find your main characters, and then find that heart, and that's your world. When
nice.
you build when you build your cities and stuff, build it to take care of what your characters need, and that's all you got to do. Everything else is superficial. It's almost like the thought that we are the center of our own universe. and that there isn't anything outside of our circle of influence.
Right.
You know,
Well,
we are the element of our
nice.
light. So your world is
Well, he
your
says,
light.
well, that was a damn good answer, and I was not expecting. Oh, that I was not expecting. Thank you. Yeah, that definitely take yourself out of it and just, I don't know, like he says. It was really good. Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah.
Enjoying? Good.
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah, no,
Right.
I'll show you the Google Drive thing, and then you can copy and paste over some of your notes, or just type it in, whatever. And then you'll be able to share that out. We could probably get a game group going for you, because it sounds interesting. I can't say that I'm 100% because I'm not an RPG head, but I know my subscribers would love to see it in action. I know Dan definitely does. So when you got the time or whatever, let me know. Yeah, for sure, bud.
well, here's
Yeah.
here's an invitation to anybody interested. Okay, if you go to the website, or you can email me, you can whatever. I don't care. I am
Yeah.
open. If we're not here for each other, you know, 'cause we're here to build all. We're part of all. All is part of us. You are the you in universe.
We have another question for you, actually, from
Okay.
DJ Play Nice. Great dude. What do you want to be known for? What's something you've done to ensure that legacy? Oh boy, nice question.
Well, I don't think it matters. You know, because
Fair. Yeah.
when I cast off this particular physical experience and
Right.
move to whatever's coming next,
Mm.
it doesn't matter to me what, you know, you can
Yeah.
know me for being a bad guy, good guy, or whatever. You know, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be part of it. You know,
Yeah.
what I prefer is what can I do to serve you right this minute? You know, right
Okay.
this. What can I do for you?
Right.
You know, what you want to know me by. You know,
Right. Yeah, that seems fair. Hell yeah. All right. Well, any other questions from the audience? Let me know. He's you're not inching to bounce, but I know they're probably going to be like, "What are you doing?"
no, we're pretty close to being done.
Oh, okay.
You know, my thing has been for the last, I don't know, hour or so, other than this, has been just guest relations, you know, talking to people, doing
Oh.
what I do. You know, I talk.
Oh yeah.
You know, so that's what I've been doing lately.
Nice.
Matter of fact, I really appreciate and thank you guys
All right.
for
Yeah.
inviting.
Oh
You know?
yeah, you're welcome to come back. Normally on Thursdays we talk Magic and whatever news is going on. But
Didn't
oh
mean to
hey,
take-
look, there's our friend from Evan. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Sorry I'm a little late.
Oh, no worries. We're talking with Ed Note. He's been sharing a lot of his works and fun stuff. So, it's a new thing. It's kind of like the little giblets or whatever they give out on Twitch. So, thank you for that. It doesn't show up. It just
I would be
kind of
careful
blinked.
with the
Yeah.
terminology of giblets, as Evan's
I've just-
character is a bird. And
Oh
birds
yeah, that's
typically-
I'll
that's
change
right.
it up, don't worry.
No, you're fine.
No,
You're
no,
fine.
no,
I was
cool.
just
Make-
picking something up off the top of my head.
making a
to be
joke
fair.
about giblets, and you know, chickens have giblets.
Yeah. Yeah, it's whatever. Sorry, coin a phrase, Bray. Well, Evan is yeah.
I'm from New Orleans, man. When you say giblets, I'm thinking, you know, gravy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
It's
thinking.
all gravy, bro. You
It's
know?
all gravy. I love it.
So Evan's a reporter for a Magic the Gathering channel and has been in press before. I don't know if you caught anything that's going on, Evan, as we're talking to our buddy here, Ed.
Just follow the Fraser thing and a few things like that, but we didn't even talk about that.
Oh, right. Yeah, the stolen art thing. Yeah, I know. I know I should cover it, but Brie. Hey, 2 more jewels. Hell yeah, thank you. 100 times 2 jewels. Interesting. Yeah,
Is that things
nice.
that people send you for being on the air?
I don't. They explained it, but it's something similar to Twitch, I guess. Like you send roses, so eventually it adds up to something. I have to pay attention, damn it. No. No, I appreciate the support in any form, way, or other. So thank you, Coach. Hell yeah.
Listen, man, I'm
Yeah.
glad I had the opportunity to meet you.
Sure.
I'm super stoked at the opportunity to have been able to share with you, and
Hell
hope I
yeah.
didn't get too many people too lost, you know.
Yeah.
I am down with whatever. If somebody wants to holler at me,
Sure.
always welcome. Because,
Yeah.
you know, I believe that that's what we're here for. You know, let's just be here. We're here to gain
All right,
knowledge.
a quick question. I'm asking for Dan here. What are you doing Friday? Because I believe you'll be interested in some of the topics that he's going to be bringing up.
Friday, I'll be here. I'm
Okay.
doing all weekend.
Oh, okay.
This is called One and Only.
One and only. Okay.
Yeah, but they're the people that arrange for airplanes like
Oh, it cut you out.
they do. They've taken over this entire resort.
Yeah,
they've given
that's so
us
cool.
to,
Yeah.
you know, do you buy a package from them? You know.
Oh, we lost you. Okay.
Okay, you buy.
Evan popped out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you basically buy a package from them. You go to EDC, you party, they take you back, you get a room. You know, it's an all weekend thing. I'm kind of here, just being me.
Oh, I got a makeup brush now. They're having fun with it. Hell yeah. They had sparkles earlier, and now a makeup
new
brush.
features of
I wish I could see
YouTube.
what's going on because I can't.
Yeah, well, it's new to us too. So
YouTube's been adding new features to their
Yeah.
things, from stickers down to other things that members and donors can do.
Okay.
I think in order to keep up with the TikTok generation, as long as they're not throwing poo, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: is this also like recorded so that later on somebody can watch it? Or
Oh yeah. I sent you the link too if you wanted to spam out or tell others. But you do have the link to watch this later.
okay.
But yeah, I met. Oh, you cut out. Oh, there you go. Hi, Evan. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. No worries. I was like, we didn't even do anything offending yet. What the hell, Ed?
Well, yeah, I'm told to be good.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I told you the 3 broadcast words you can't say. You're like, okay, I'll be
Yeah.
good. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
But that means that you
I
could
feel-
still say half of the things that we were told that you couldn't say on television by one of our favorite comedians.
yes.
Well, I remember George,
Oh yeah.
and I really actually had an opportunity to sit at the table with him one time, and we had a great conversation. We have a lot of similar ideas about life and people and things like that. And it's the point that I think was the best about George Carlin was he told me, I'm telling people the truth and they think it's funny.
It's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
It's true.
It is.
Now, yeah. So they're asking about the event. They're all EDC. Everyone loves EDC. So it's an event by them, right? Pretty much.
Well, Insomniac, I believe, is the people who
Yeah,
actually
Somniac. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One and only is the people that create. I think they got like 23 bus loads of people going up there, and they've
Oh,
taken
crazy.
an entire resort here in Vegas, and see, everybody wants to smile and wave. I love it.
Yes.
Check this out. I gave out
Yeah.
these stickers, like these little pins that go on your.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find one real quick. I'll show it.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get you. Let me go somewhere where I can kind of see what's going on. All right. do you
Yeah, let me
see
blow
this?
you up.
Do you
Oh,
see
it's like a Z kind of.
Yeah. it? And it's
Oh, neat.
It's an N. Okay.
Oh, in. Okay. Nice.
Clip it. It clips on stuff, And so I just had this giant pocket full of them, and I went around and told people, you have to have this on you because this is the smile token. As long as you got this, you will
Yeah.
smile, correct? See?
Nice.
And
Nice.
so people walking by going, yeah, I'm still smiling.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's fun, man.
If I
I
have
love to attend one of these. It's like I told you, the one time I actually got tickets, they sent us to like 5 different clubs.
dude, I wish I had known because you know what? And I had 2 3-day passes.
Oh, man. Well,
And
we'd
what-
love to go. If you end up with any passes, let me and Miss Hayley know for sure. We'll try to make it.
So I guess they're
Hmm?
starting to do
This
something.
is for the parade.
Real quick.
Nice.
Looks like the party's gearing up.
Party
Yeah.
is. you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
And it's cool. They got free champagne. They got a DJ. They got.
Nice.
It's all good. It's all good. And then tomorrow they'll have vendors and a tattoo parlor, and they're gonna have.
Oh,
this
sick.
friend of mine is going to be reading tarot cards.
Oh,
You know,
sweet.
So you should do another show tomorrow, and we'll turn you on to some of these crazy things.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe. I know I have a game tomorrow, but could definitely fit you in. Fuck, hell yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to run.
All right,
Listen,
buddy.
Thank you for having me on. Thank
Oh,
you for
yeah.
who thought that I was at all interesting, and
Yes.
I apologize, not really, to all those who don't think I'm interesting.
Yeah.
But check this out, and this is an invitation I'm giving to everybody listening, either
Yeah.
live or if they come check it out later on. I am me. I am open. If you have questions, you want to talk, I'm here for you. I'm here
Awesome.
for you. All right?
Yeah, and our buddy DJ Play Nice says, thanks for giving us your time today, Ed. Have a great night.
Listen, no, I'm going to say this. You have the night you choose to have. You might not want a great night. You might want to be miserable. You know what? If you want to be miserable, more power to you. So what I say, and I recommend this, when instead of telling people have a great day, tell them have the day you wish for. You know, that's a whole
Yeah.
lot more real.
Hell yeah.
So all y'all have the day you wish for. I'm going to get off here.
Okay.
Appreciate Everything's good. Everything's beautiful.
Everything's good, brother. We'll be in contact. Hell yeah.
Stay in-
All right, brother.
All right, be safe.
Okay.
Peace
Nice to
out.
meet
It's a
you.
pleasure meeting you.
Yeah. All y'all, man.
Hell yeah.
Peace out.
Hell yeah. Peace.
Figure-
He'll figure it out. Yeah, there we go, Ed Note. Awesome to have you on, and definitely a little
know whether or
different.
not.
Yeah,
Nope.
I think you have to hit the end or leave stream, and then you should be good. Evan, how you doing,
Let's let
buddy?
this riding. Let's see
Oh,
what
right.
happens.
I forgot about that. Okay, hold on. There it is.
All right. What's up?
Oh, we should just let it ride. See what happened.
Yeah, you know, right. It was cool. He was showing off. So I guess EDC is running this weekend event, and I don't know. He's just there helping, doing his thing. So hell yeah. Can I be my normal obnoxious self? Of course, always. Yeah, Ed. I know
else
we
would
missed
you do?
yesterday. I was gonna ask like some questions on like better interviewing. We could do that later. Whatever. So what's
Yeah, something came up yesterday, and I thought today started at 6, not 5. So.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
not.
no worries. No worries. So, have you uncovered more on the whole Fraser thing, or you're just covering it? Because, like, I could cover it, but I'm like, it's... I'm not that well informed. I've looked at all the breakdowns of the art and all that, and it just sounds like it was a
Guy
print
made the
that
mistake. That's it.
Yeah.
He made a
And
mistake.
that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it was.
Right. And it's shifting blame and all that. And yeah, that's tomorrow then. Yes, they're on the pre-party setup for tomorrow. Yeah. There you go. Nice, DJ. Go for a 3-mile run. Send me your underwear before you wash it. I will do my best, sir. Well, today's the day to be crazy, so why not? Let's go. So yeah, he made the mistake. They made the mistake. Printed the card out. It's already in the set, and hopefully there's the proper amends or something. I don't know, man.
Yep. Yeah, they're
yeah.
figuring it out right now. They're both going to get credit, both going to get paid.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good. Yeah, people are still
There's
going
been
on
worse
about it.
scandals in Magic history, believe me.
Oh, I know. Some of what I couldn't talked about was outlined by two WotC employees. The whole breakdown of Magic's dying. It's funny because like I'm used to a toxic fandom. I'm a Star Wars fan, so I'm already used to toxic fandom. So when I moved into Magic, I'm like, oh, I'm already home. I already know what's up. you know. But yeah, it was funny. That's one thing I can share. It's just like, oh, the end of the game happened when we had Planeswalkers. The end of the game happened when we had this. It was from others. I can't name names, but yeah, it was just like, oh, okay. They had their defense ready. I was like, crazy. Yeah. So any other Magic stuff that's like interesting? I know we have the Goblin Secret Lair hitting us Monday. I think I'm gonna do a waiting stream with my buddy here, Dan, maybe, and maybe Lucy or whoever else wants to join. We're just gonna be bored in line, and I might play some tunes to try to see if we can get the little walker dude to walk faster.
Okay. Well, they are making it one per customer for the
one.
Secret Lair of the
Okay.
Goblin Storm.
Wow. All right. So there's no
They're
chance to
listening to
double up.
feedback from players. It's good. It's a good thing.
Yeah. Then there's no that you have to sell your one copy. I mean, it hasn't stopped the spam bots from coming in and setting up multiple accounts. But if they limit per household, maybe they'll flag. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't want scalpers to happen like what happened with Pokemon or what's happening with what is it, One Piece right now, where the scalpers are kind of taking over. Magic is avoiding that, and this is part of it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, then I don't have to convince her to get a second deck. Then cool. But I'll be waiting in line for her. So yay. Alongside other people that. Yeah. Let's see. No. Which card in which set? What do you mean? He just said no. Okay. I'm lost. Yeah, no, it looks fun though. I mean, I don't think there's really any big money card in the set. Some people said that also that it might be discounted. I doubt that. I'm assuming it's like 150 or 200. I think it was just said that it was like 120 now or something.
Something like that.
Oh, which card are we all talking about? Oh, no, we're talking about the Gabo deck put out with Wizard of the Barge that did the art. And it's going to be cool. It's just a EDH deck that they have all pre-made, and there's a list available. Let me see if I can pull that up. Goblins. Oh, yeah. So it's just the Gabo deck, and then they're limiting it to one. That's some interesting news indeed. Goblin Secret Lair deck. Let's see. Spoiler. Okay, we'll just go over to magicspoiler.com just so you can see some of the cards in there. The fact that it comes with a roaming throne and new art on it's really cool. I need to share this though. Let's do. Bam. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is what's all in the deck. The special cards and new art. So that roaming throne's pretty cool. You got Zeta Hedron Grinder. Not a big money card, but still pretty cool. Got a new Krenko. You got the Mons. Brightstone Ritual. Oh, nice. I didn't know that they had that. That's cool. Add 1 red for each goblin on the battlefield. So that's opponents too. That's cool. I didn't even know about that card. Damn. Broadside Bombarders. Conspicuous Snoop. It's funny. He's got him in a dumpster. That's funny. Empty the Warrens. Grape Shot. Skirt Protector. Sakagabo. Ooh, nice sock outlet. Got a new Soul Ring. It's funny. They're on the a mulch grunge spa or something. It kind of reminds me of the Stargate. So they're just chilling in the Stargate.
A little bit.
Yeah, it'd be sad if it opens. They're not going to enjoy that. Skull Clamp. That's cute. Oh, there's Roman Throne again. Oh, here's the mountains. That's dope. So we get 7, 8, and 7. But I like when they do these panoramic things. That's dope. And the rest of the list. You got a storm counter, pretty awesome, and a goblin token. Oh, that's sick with the dynamite. Yeah, so here's the main list here. Just a lot of gobos in red, and it looks like it'll be a fun deck to play for sure. A lot of good stuff in here. Let's see. Let's see, Mana Geysers. See, Vandal Blast, always good. Witch's Mark, I'm not familiar with. Lands, Castle Embereth, okay. Den of the Bugbear, okay. Fountain Port, sure, for tokens. Kirk Keep, yep. Spine Rock, War Room. Shinka the Blood-Soaked Keep. What is that one? Any idea?
No.
Huh. All right.
Interesting.
I'll look that up real quick. It's probably one of those lands out of like Kamigawa or something.
As soon as I see it, I'll know it. So.
Yeah, here we go. I was right actually. Out of Champions of Kamigawa.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you pay a red, tap it, give it first strike. That's cool. All right. Interesting. Okay. Dwarven Mine, Forgotten Cave, Goblin Burrows. Let's see what that one is. Okay. Oh, another interesting land. Okay. Add 1 mana pool, pay 2, your gobos get +2/+0 to the end turn. Okay, so some onboard combat tricks in the lands. That's fun. Hidden Volcano, Reliquary Tower, Smoldering Crater, and of course your mountains. Comes with ready to play commander deck, yep. Foil borderless cards and featuring new artwork. So there's 12 of them in the new art. Borderless mountains, including new artwork, so you get the 3 different ones. 63 non-foil reprints, 3 non-foil reprints, including new artwork. 4 foil goblin tokens featuring new artwork. 10 non-foil double-sided tokens, a storm counter helper, Zada, Hedron Grinder, display commander, not legal in sanctioned play. Are they doing the big card? Okay, and then of course the little cardboard deck box. So you're looking at about 150. Not bad. Value-wise, I don't know if I see it. Do you see it?
Yeah, some of the cards, they
Evan?
are reprints, but they are pretty valuable, like on TCG players. So I'd say, and plus, if you like Gobos, I'd say it's worth it. But just on a value-wise, I think it might be.
Yeah. I mean, the Roaming Throne, that's a good $40 card right there, and it's new art, so that should retain. The lands are kind of interesting. I don't know if there's a lot of value there. But, yeah, I think Zada, was that a regular card? I don't remember. But, I mean, if you don't have a Goblin deck, this already gives you a lot of key pieces. So, I think for that, it's cool. And then you could just swap out what you want Gobbo-wise. And Gobbos are pretty cheap, usually. Like, it would be nice to put in that that one out of Lorwyn, I think it was. It's like a 1 or 2 drop where you can't counter it and does some fun stuff. Like, that might be a cool include. But, yeah, mono red Gobbo deck. If you don't have this stuff, it might be worth it. But if you are a big fan of Wizard of the Barge, I definitely try your chance. We're going to be waiting in line and do a stream too, so if you're bored and waiting in line, we'll play some music and BS and hope that we can get our running man to actually run. Are you planning on getting this, Evan, or
I'm thinking I'm going to wait on it because the other thing I'm worried on news-wise is They're probably going to start to announce the 2027 sets, and there's a lot of speculation right now about that. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah. We won't find out until next con, though, right? So we'll what, Chicago
maybe
or Amsterdam.
We might get like a few little hints before that.
Okay.
So the buzz is might be a water world, which is not the movie Water World, but but like a plane that's all water, because they've been seeing more of that. A return to somewhere.
So you're telling me there will not be somebody drinking pee?
Yeah. Wait, it's not Waterworld unless we get Kevin Costner drinking his own pee.
Right.
So,
yeah, just saying.
Yeah, I mean that's what made the movie. They paid umpteenth $1 million to see him. Actually, he did. That was a real take. He ran it through that thing. It was an actual purifier. Some real news that you didn't really want to know. He actually did drink his own pee for real.
Honestly, it's an underrated movie. So
it is. I mean, it's better than a lot of movies out now, but
it's a fun movie. I'll put that way.
Yeah. Same with Postman. You know, it's just not the greatest, but you know, Kevin Costner doing his own thing, so that's cool, right? And it had Tom Petty. For the Postman, you know.
Yeah, Kevin Costner's either Western, baseball, or post-apocalypse. So take your pick.
I mean, you know, why not all three? Yeah. So 2007 speculation. Yeah. I thought we were going to get that in the preview, but they all focused in on what was the gentleman's name? The actor.
Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany. Yeah. The focus was on Paul Bettany and Vision. And then they made Vision give up his power and life to the Infinity Gauntlet. So that was just like, do you guys know what you're doing? And I did put up the clip. YouTube did an auto clip thingy on my walkthrough, or no, that one stream. So we got that moment. It was Hayley got a little bit better because she actually managed to focus in on the people on stage, but my rig was like, well, I can kind of see the screen better because I could focus on them, but they weren't, you know, showing really.
The lighting on stage was weird.
Yeah. Oh, did you get the weird flashes in your pictures too? Because we were just underneath that spotlight cam that goes over the thing. So during the stream, I got blackouts. I was like, bruh.
I got when Paul Bettany was out of like the spotlight for a little bit. I got a good image of him, but once he was back under that light, it got weird again. So
yeah. I'll have to see if I can get the footage from Hayley's phone. But yeah, she actually got a good picture of them on stage. It was cool. But me, the best thing I got was the screen because I tried going over to the peeps, but you just couldn't really see them, and that light kept messing with it. But whatever. Yeah, and they didn't even touch base on Star Trek yet, so that was like, oh, interesting. Usually they would throw some hype that way. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're having a thing with Paramount right now. They're switching parent companies. I'm not sure if it's dead in the water or if there's going to be a delay, because Magic has canceled sets in the past, but it's been a long time.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe they're listening to backlash of bringing more sci-fi stuff in. I kind of doubt it. I'm sure they ironed it out. Maybe it's delayed, or
I think it's the Paramount thing, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
If it will be delayed, it will be because of that.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's probably why. Well, that'd be interesting. What are they going to do to fill in, the set every 2 weeks? No, that's right. They're going to fill it with secret layers. My bad. I was hoping they would do a villain Marvel's thing. You know, we got heroes last time, so it'd be kind of cool if they showcase some of the villains in a unique whatever thing like they did last time, but it doesn't seem like they're doing that yet.
Yeah, I think we touched upon it last time, but the next Marvel one will either be villains or X-Men, one of the two.
Well, we got 2 X-Men. We got Storm and Wolverine.
There's more than 2 X-Men.
I know that. I'm just saying they kind of touched base on it, sort of. I don't know. Anything else? That's about it. Because like,
For what?
oh, for Magic, like I don't know. I did a cursory look, and it just like people are kind of covering other things that nothing major in the news. Oh yes, The Hobbit. People are scared about The Hobbit
It
and
looks okay.
availability.
Smog looks pretty good.
Oh, Smog looks excellent. Yeah. Making Frodo blue though, I'm like, oh, I can't play him. So, what? Not is it? Not Frodo. Bilbo. Yes. But I haven't seen anything else in other conversations that I've had on the floor. It was just kind of like, well, The Hobbit isn't Lord of the Rings, so
Well, you don't really care anyway because you always look at me like you're Samwise Ganges. Oh, sorry.
well, especially on Tuesday. But what? Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's not going to be a power set. So people, the One Ring reprint is a big deal, but people are dropping value on the when it's going to be a topper, basically. I think two people are freaking out, man. It's not going to be a power set, though. It's not. It's standard level, so I don't think we're going to get a lot of. I mean, to be honest, though, what were the big cards out of besides the fancy variants and whatnot? What were the big cards out of Lord of the Rings? Freaking.
The One Ring, which is now owned by Post Malone.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the flashy, right? The One Ring, of course. And Orcish Bowmasters. I can't think of any other card that was really doing things that I know, but I play Commander, so I don't know. But the decks were all right. They were kind of
Well,
fun.
there are a lot of Lord of
yeah.
the Rings fans, and they want to play a game in which Sauron can win. And that's
Yes.
what Magic can do. So,
Yeah, exactly. I know. It's funny as you get older, you like rooting for the villains more. Yeah. Well, yeah, Haley. We just found out that they're limiting it to one anyway. So now that argument's mute. Hey, what's up, Time Capsule? How you doing, buddy? Yeah. We had Ed Note come on earlier. That was fun. He was actually being non. I don't know. He didn't offend anyone. So did anyone get offended? He's got to try harder next time. But it was interesting stuff. Cool dude. I don't know how much you caught it, Evan, but it was very interesting.
No, he was very mild mannered.
Yeah. Well, he's also at work, so
He was at
or
work.
not work.
he was in
but-
public.
Yeah,
may
in public
have may have had a little halo beforehand to calm himself down and not say something.
Oh.
I don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
Oh,
I
Haley got
would.
offended, but not by him. Oh,
Not by him.
was it me?
No.
What'd I do? Damn. Oh, was it talking about old EDC where we got sent to clubs? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Tell me later. That. Oh, okay. Well, it happened in the past, so. Was just telling my EDC non-experience, and I've told you the same story. Yeah. All right. Well,
Can
it
I ask you
happened in
a
the past.
question
Yeah.
real quick?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, if MagicCon next year goes to San Diego, can the San Diego Convention Center hold it?
It's pretty big.
I know
don't
they
know
hold
about parking,
Comic-Con,
but-
I'm just wondering if can they do it?
Well, they also used to do it in LA too, so that's a good question.
They're not doing LA, too expensive. I already know that.
Yeah, too expensive for LA. San Diego, it could be an option, but I don't know. They might be just as expensive as LA. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd like to know, but yeah.
No, sorry, it was just on my mind for a while. And then on the East
Mm.
Coast, I'm sure DC area doesn't have anything to convention-wise, right?
Oh, see, now I'm jealous of you, freaking. Oh no. You went to the LA one, and she won 30 packs in a tournament. Hell yeah, girl.
Oh, did she?
Get it? Yeah. Nice. That was a while ago though that it was up in LA. I don't know.
In a minute.
But yeah, just like I'd love to go to the Amsterdam one, but that's just not happening.
Well, I used to go to E3 every year to cover some stuff, and they held that okay.
Yeah, they have the room. It's definitely big enough. I've been there for Comic-Con and had to work. some gig for monitors for Samsung and stuff like that. It was just one of those cons, like a con that's not like, I don't know, fun Comic Con or anime. It was like a business con for screens, so it's interesting. Um, got to see some of the phones that are out now. That weird flip phone where you can flip it open and it's a bigger screen and stuff. Got to see that firsthand. That was interesting. But other than that, yeah, it was just a convention, and they only used like a quarter of the space, so they had like 2 halls, and that's all they needed. So they even have the conference rooms. So I think that San Diego Comic Con, with all the different rooms and stuff, they can handle more panels and stuff. So I didn't see any of the panels at MagicCon. I wasn't in that sphere and didn't know. Like I had the app to check, but you know me, I was too busy hustling and trying to get content for the channel. I know,
Yeah, I
which
was
is
at
still due
several.
up. You did go to a couple of the panels? Sweet.
Yeah,
Anything
they were
of
mostly
interest?
smaller rooms, press conference sort of things, but they worked out pretty well.
Yeah, and there's a ton of those. So, and just their navigating, it's kind of, I don't know. You were at Las Vegas. They went straight through the center hall. Last year, they had another room and upstairs. So you had to travel between upstairs to hang out with the content creators and the artists. But the main stage was downstairs. They had another stage upstairs, if you recall. So there are 2 different stages, and it seemed like it was a little bigger, but I don't know. I kind of like the straight shot across that you got practically everything, and then if you wanted the VIP or experience, you had to pay more for that. You got upstairs. Was upstairs where they had the panels or something?
Last year, it was a mix. They were all over the place last year.
Yeah, and it was funny because like I was going in to see about the panels a couple years back, and that's where I end up with their little section for Magic Online. Got a cool bag that someone won, but they were having a job fair at the same time, so that was really weird. I was asking him, "Oh, what panel is this? Oh, no, this is like, what do you mean? Oh, no, we're here for a job fair." I was like, "A job fair? Yeah, do you need a job?" I was like, "Well, sure, but you know, I don't live out here." "Oh, no, it's for a thing here." "Oh, okay, cool." I was like, "All right." I was able to roam some of the halls up there a couple years back, but I did not go upstairs at all because they had it all sectioned off for VIP. So I wasn't sure where they actually had the panels. Oh. But yeah, Comic Con though, if they had it at San Diego, that would be dope for sure.
I mean, they're probably going to stay in Las Vegas for their West Coast one, but I'm just thinking of other possible. I was thinking of other possible locations because they keep switching the East Coast ones every few years.
Yeah, because it's been Chicago and then Atlanta between
And
the
Philly.
two. Oh, and Philly. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot
And
about Philly.
Minneapolis. Sorry, they did that one year too.
Was it for Gen Con or their actual Con?
The actual con.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't get a chance to travel back east, so I miss out on all of those. The one I can make or try to make is Vegas, so I've been to that one a few for the past, like, I don't know, 4 years or whatever. I think the second one was M30. I don't remember. But yeah. Yeah, any other interesting things in Magic at the moment? I'm trying to think. Just people are worried about the price drop in some of the collectors recently. And I think it's just the fact that, we had Lorwyn, then we had Ninja Turtles, now we got this set, of course, Strix. So people are happy that it's inset. And I thought the collectors were going up, but did you see anything weird where it's actually dropping? I guess it's a general question.
No, not
Hey.
well. Depends on how long they've been out. Like if you're just talking about packs or stuff like that,
Yeah,
the Turtles ones have been dropping significantly.
right.
But if you're talking about
Same with
cards,
Avatar.
cards fluctuate. So
Yeah, right. I'm looking at the packs here. Brown 42, I know this is going to creep up, so I know my price on them's high, but it's just I only have X amount, and it will eventually go up. They'll sell when they hit that 50 mark. But yeah, I mean, we have a chase in this one though of the serialized cards, so I think this number will go up for sure. But older sets are definitely taking a hit. Let's see, Ninja Turtles. Still around that. Okay, it's almost reasonable now. It's under 40 again for the collectors, which I think is really what most people are focused on now. Dude, I want this tin, damn it. I have not seen it, but I guess Walmart or Target maybe. I don't know. But if you see these, let me know. You get 3 play boosters and an exclusive sticker. Ooh. And I like the little Bloom Barrow tins. Those were dope. I think they did it for Magic? No. For Lord of the Rings too. If you remember the little tins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is like if you spot it in the wild, let me know. Else you'd be forced to buy it for more. Yeah, see they have the shredder. That's the one I want right there. The shredder tin. That looks sick. Hell yeah. Would I use it for anything? Probably not. But I'm a sucker for tins. So you got Leo, Shredder, Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello. Oh, they didn't do Splinter at all. They got all 4 turtles and Shredder. Oh, you can conveniently buy it for $180. What a deal. For 5 times, so for 15 packs, $180. And the pizza bundle, I think, went down a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's actually reasonable. Under 90, under 100. I remember that was like 150 for a minute. Yeah, 182 pre-sale, bro. Did you have any luck getting a spell book? Or you didn't try? Let's see. There you go. Well, that's a case of them. But yeah, I mean, the cards aren't even like really, I don't know, that expensive in there for the special cards, but I'm trying to find a book solo. Where? It's a theme decks. Who's buying theme decks? Bruh. Okay, there we go. Should go high-low. Okay. Yeah. $180 for this thing. You think it's worth it? I don't know, man. I mean, 2 collectors, so there's your 80 right there. 2 special cards. The lands, whatever. 1 land. Huh? Okay. Yeah, 6 play and 2 collectors. A cool box and 2 promo cards. I don't know. But people are just now getting these in their hands, though. All right. Well, guys, I'm getting hungry. So, was there anything that you wanted to talk about or promote, Evan? You are muted. I guess he's in a call. Dan, you're muted as well.
I was. So for looks like we're at our end of our show. I had a pretty good night tonight, even though it was a quick one. We learned about 1980s RPG that was designed by our friend Ed. He might even get us some information on it, so we can possibly get a chance at least doing a little role play through it. We had a little bit of fun there.
Yeah. You got a show tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I do. I have a show with my buddy King Style. I don't have a graphic available right at the moment.
Okay.
Or do I? No, I don't have a graphic available at the moment, but my buddy Kingstyle and I will be doing the 4th episode of our new show, Cowboys and Kings, and we're going to be talking about movie adaptations to your favorite content, like video games, comic books, manga, anime, cartoons, but in movie form, and whether or not they're good or bad. We're going to be talking about such films as the 1980s Super Mario Brothers classic.
I was just going to bring that up. Yes.
Oh, it was bad, and you can tell
It
us
was
how
so
bad
bad.
it was
That's
in
so
chat. We're also going to be talking about the comparison, a little comparison with the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. In comparison, we're also going to talk about how they kind of redeemed themselves for the movie with the newer animated movie. So we're going to look into that. We're also going to talk about Mortal Kombat. How Mortal Kombat was adapted from a video game into a movie in the 90s. And
Nice.
they've recently done, I believe, the 2nd of the new series. So we're going to be talking about that one. And a few other movies, like Masters of the Universe, which is also coming out with another adaptation of the movie. It looks like they're going in the same way. So as the first movie, so
I've heard mixed reviews on that, so it'll be interesting to see the second Mortal Kombat. You said it's more for the fans, so that's good.
Yeah. So we got a little bit that we're going to talk about regarding the adaptations of your favorite content from when you were young that's now turning into movies and feature films.
So here's an interesting thing for you. And I don't know, Evan, if you're still posted. So if you edit it right, what you do is you start off with the movie Brazil. When he's strapped in at the end is where you cut it and you start Super Mario Brothers. And when the Super Mario Brothers goes back to where he dies in the chair and he didn't even do anything to him. Remember? It trust me, it makes sense. If you've ever heard
acid flashbacks also to Who Framed Roger Rabbit, just
a little bit, but because the world of Brazil is all a bunch of pipes and stuff, and for some reason, the same actor is in it, right? And he plays Super Mario Brother. So if you splice them together, oddly it works. I don't know, just something fun to trip on later. Okay. We saw some action. It looks like he had internet depth. All right. Well, let me see if it's on my end. Oh, there you go. Hello, Evan. Okay. Well, I guess we'll check in later. Do check out his channel and stuff. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. I got to make a thing on NaughtyBot for you that you'll just be able to do the exclamation point and your shite, and it should work. So, yes. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up, guys. Thank you for watching. That was a very interesting roundtable today. We'll probably have a more normal one next week, talking Magic news and whatnot. So do tune in next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We might have a stream tomorrow. I am not sure if it's going to be Magic related or not. And we may be over on Tony's channel getting a game in. I am not 100% sure what is going on yet. But other than that, yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'm going to dip and try to find some food. Yeah. So, again, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Eat late.
I think we're still live. Oh, hey, welcome back.
Welcome back in part 2 of the MTG Round Table.
Yeah, it hasn't ended yet. Oh boy. While you're back, did you want to push anything going on your channel, Evan? Anything going on? Okay. There you are. Yeah, I guess it's your internet messing with you. Don't know. Well, guys, we're leaving. Bye. Let's try this again. Industry. Let's try it.